Fearless Radio.
That was Dillinger 4 with Noble Stabbings on Fearless Radio's Tweet Quest. But now I'm switching over to Fearless Radio's new music binge because we have Tally Hall here in the studio. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
That's good.
We were talking a lot until
Yeah.
we went live on the radio.
Yeah.
The thing is,
That's usually how it goes.
we're
Everybody
very
gets
shy. There's a lot of people watching.
There's pressure to say something interesting.
They're ear watching us.
We're all actually asleep right now.
Shh, they're sleeping.
Except for that guy, he's like twitching over there.
Joe?
I think it was you. Let's do introductions first so everybody knows who's talking.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Zubin.
Hello, my name is Rob.
This is Andrew.
Joe here.
Ross. And we are
Captain Planet.
We're Tally Hall.
Nice. Well, usually when we start the new music binge, like I play the first 20 seconds of a song, but I didn't do that today. But we're gonna play
We're
like
leaving.
yeah, not yet.
I was only later.
What?
Huh? I was leaving in revolt because you wouldn't play the first 20 seconds.
Oh,
But that's okay. You know what? I'm over it.
that's good. We'll get through this.
Okay.
So where are you guys from?
Zubin?
Well, we all met in college in Ann Arbor at the University of Michigan, and we've been together for quite a while now. And now we've kind of split apart. Some of us live in Brooklyn, some of us live in Ann Arbor still. So
Nice.
We are on tour right now.
Cool. Where'd you guys play last night, and where are you playing tonight?
We started in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and played Ann Arbor last night. We'll be at Lincoln Hall in Chicago tonight, and we have a bunch more cities lined up for the next month. We'll be playing mostly material from our new album, Good and Evil. I
Nice.
sound like a manager. I'm like, these are the facts. Now I'm gonna get them all out. Anyway, sorry about
Studied the
that.
one sheet.
I did. I am the one sheet.
You are the one sheet.
It's alright. But we have you guys linked up on the Fearless Radio homepage, and if you guys want to alert them, just go to fearlessradio.com and click the link. And if you have any questions, just tweet me at Fearless Radio. I have one coming in already, so I will check that in a few minutes. But where can we find this lovely CD that's in my hands?
There are a few very viable options. Number 1, iTunes Music Store. Number 2, Amazon MP3. Number 3, Amazon.com. Or number 4, buy it directly from our indie label, which is called Quack Media. And I think their website is quackmedia.com.
I'm sure our website would
Our web, yeah, that would
Tally Hall.
I think
probably be a
tallyhall.com
good
would
place
work
to
well.
go.
Rob, you kind of sound like a call-in if somebody called in for information. You were listening.
For iTunes Music Store, dial 1. For iTunes Music Store, dial 2.
You are our website, and I'm our one sheet. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Perfect.
To me. Yes.
Perfect sense.
How about we play a song off of this?
Perfect.
Should I play the first song?
To play
or-
Never Meant to Know, press 1. To play You and Me, press 3. I'm just kidding. Play whichever one you want.
Okay, how about Cannibal?
Perfect.
Alright, that's track 4 off of this. Is there anything you want to say special about this song?
I hope it does not promote eating other people.
Alright, we'll be right back. Tweet me at Fearless Radio any questions you have for the band, and I will ask them. Tweet at Fearless Radio. Here's Cannibal. And we're back. That was Cannibal by Tally Hall. And Mark Williams, the Mark Williams, just tweeted me and was like, apparently it's pronounced Tally Hall, but...
I can speak to that. That's a very uncommon misconception. It's always been pronounced Tally Hall, and seems that we've never encountered that problem before.
The real Tally Hall was a place that closed down. It was near Detroit.
What kind of place was it?
Awesome. It was like the first food court in America, I think. Something along those lines. It wasn't really a food court. It was like this indoor collection of very unique eateries, as well as a few unique shops and crazy old arcade games and machines that you'd put quarters into, and they would do things. One had a depiction of the Spanish Inquisition. That's my most memorable one. Anyway, it was a very
sounds
cool. It was a very
amazing.
cool place. Yeah, it was a very unique and amazing location.
It was ragtime vaudeville.
It was something you would stroll into from walking down a boardwalk, perhaps, like in the 40s or 50s, like a Coney Island type place.
Picture this. All your greatest dreams are coming true. The sky is purple, and your pockets are filled with gold medallions.
But with great dreams come horrible nightmares.
And they closed.
And great responsibility.
Rated R.
This fall. In a world.
In a world.
I heard that you guys have like a weekly show or something, like comedy sketches. 'Cause you guys are pretty funny.
For a while, we were putting out something called Tally Hall's Internet Show, which was a 10-episode internet series. We haven't made a new episode in quite some time, but it was something that we enjoyed doing and continues to be something that we enjoy doing. Perhaps one day we'll be able to do it again.
Hopefully we'll be releasing some video content soon.
In fact, as we speak, our dear friend Bora is manning a digital camera, filming this entire event, and perhaps we'll whittle this footage down one day into a palatable Bora log.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Or he'll just crudely put all of it up online without editing any of it.
Well,
Not really
You
boring.
could like
not.
Ustream it. Like too bad you guys aren't doing that now.
we've done Ustream. Yeah, that was fun. We did a little Ustream chat.
Nice.
It's difficult to keep up with the questions on Ustream.
Yeah, and there's a
Just
delay.
Flying by.
I've never been on it.
But we've talked so much about us. How are you, Alyssa?
That's the point.
What did you
That's
have?
why-
What have you been doing?
Hanging out.
Hanging
you know,
out.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
talking on the radio. You know,
Us too.
thing. Jefferson Plum wants to know any plans.
Mr. Plum?
Any plans to release awesome cover?
Can
Club
I just say
Can't Handle Me?
Jefferson Plum is actually very close to
release
Professor
wait, hold on.
Plum.
I think we released that already, didn't we?
What was the question?
Any plans to release
I'm
awesome
sorry.
cover? Club Can't Handle Me.
I believe that's available.
We released it. We didn't put it up for download. I think you can stream it on
Oh,
on
okay.
YouTube. We put it up on YouTube.
I see.
Good question.
And he said, alternatively, I could just send you a stamp and $20, and you could post it to me in the UK. Down with downloads, up with post.
It's a very unconventional.
Yeah, $20 should cover it. Sure.
Might as well make it 20 pounds if it's going to the UK.
Tally Hall, P.O. Box 469, Wazoo, Oklahoma, Wahoo, Nebraska.
Oh man, Luke from the UK wants to know if Taylor Hall were in a zombie outbreak, who would die first and why?
Ooh,
That's my favorite question to ask.
You got this, Joe?
Go ahead and answer.
You reached for the mic like you had something.
I was just fixing it.
Who played the most zombie-killing video games in their childhood, I think is
Not
the
me.
question. Certainly not me.
Probably Bora.
Do you have a theory on this, Bora? Perhaps you'd like to get behind a microphone.
Maybe you're expert enough to know which of us would...
My reaction times are better than all of yours.
So he's not going to answer, I guess.
Therefore, Bora would be the winner.
I think we would all just survive, you know? I think we would band together and survive this one.
I think so.
Okay.
What would your weapon of choice be?
Against a zombie?
Yes.
Zubin.
Chainsaw. Absolutely. 100%.
Like in the...
Really?
Yeah, just
Evil
go for the
Dead?
head.
No, I guess
Cut that
I'm
thing
more
right
long
off.
distance.
But
Oh,
if the
away from
blood
me.
gets in your blood, it's easily contractable. It's a
No, I
communicable
think
disease.
some
I
reason
think that's
Disco
just
came
28
out.
days
Disco
later,
would be my
not general
weapon.
zombieism.
It's also The Walking Dead. They have that same theory. I think.
All right.
Blood is
I'm
like
changing my bazooka or grenade launcher. How
So
about
that it would incinerate the zombie.
Exactly.
Flamethrower would be pretty
Flamethrower would be
fun.
great.
Well-
Napalm.
Andrew said disco. I don't know if anybody heard that.
Disco?
I'm changing
You
my
just
answer
start
to
dancing
lightning.
and then run away.
So Andrew's definitely going to die first. That's You gotta dance his way out of this one. I don't think so, buddy.
To answer your question, the answer is Andrew.
That's
That truly will be your last dance,
Yes.
Andrew.
Ironically, you wouldn't be staying alive.
You never can underestimate the power of disco.
I think you can never overestimate the power of it.
Back to the Club Can't Handle Me cover. Can we expect more covers in the future? B-side or 81?
That's a good question. We're pretty focused on our current tour, but beyond that, I would say the world is our oyster.
And we're hungry.
Well, let's eat oysters.
Carrie wants to know if you guys are going to go through Iowa.
We may drive through it.
We will drive through it on this tour. We won't stop there, unfortunately.
Sorry.
Maybe for lunch or something.
Maybe she could meet us. Yeah,
We played
Taco
we
Bell.
played there
Yeah,
a
we
few times
should
in
the
the
Taco
past
Bell.
and enjoyed it.
We played at Grinnell. We played at
at
Ames.
Grinnell College and and
Plus,
University of Iowa, I believe, as well. I don't know. It just not, it wasn't a stop on this tour. for some
Mason
reason.
City.
I don't know.
What's up? If we do stop there for a lunch break or something, she can coordinate, or he can coordinate, or maybe it's a computer bot.
Text Ross.
Coordinate a meeting.
Do you guys have a Twitter?
We do.
You
So,
could
Yeah, tweet at Tally Hall.
at Tally Hall.
At Tally Hall.
Nice. Let's see. Scott wants to know, would you ask them if we should have the champagne and brownies ready when they come back to Nashville?
Well, would you ask them that?
Or, yeah, that's what he said.
I think she's asking us that on
So you
behalf.
would. So the answer to his question
Should
is yes.
Scott have...
Champagne and brownies?
Yeah, we got that last time.
Yeah, no complaints.
Is that the person who gave us champagne and brownie?
Probably.
champagne?
I don't recall
Yeah,
that.
I totally remember.
I never got champagne.
I don't think I
Andrew
ever
must have-
champagne.
Andrew snuck off with a
took all
bottle
the
of
champagne.
champagne.
I might have had some fun that night.
What inspired Joe to write him for Scarecrow? Asks Robin.
I think that's your question,
Joe.
Joe.
Serious. He's thinking right now. He's nodding.
No, he seems to be dancing. It's hard to tell exactly what's
Kind of
happening.
jiving around.
Stick with my official answer being disco for now.
The Wizard of Oz.
Is it hard to pinpoint any one particular inspiration? It's just a combination of things?
When I was very young, I lived like on a farm road called Morrow Lane. And there was a farmer named Jim Morrow. And I was thinking about that area when I wrote the song.
That's cool.
There you have it, Robin.
But, you know, it's not all that it's about. It's about a scarecrow.
Let's see. Shout out to Jeff. He says he doesn't have the internet, but he wants me to say that he said hello.
How can you tweet without the internet?
What?
Sounds like a liar.
Something's not adding up here. Either he's incredibly tapped in, or he's...
He is the internet.
David wants to know, what is the favorite word in all of your songs you've written to date?
Favorite word?
Yes.
The.
These are really tough questions.
You know what?
toughie,
I'm going to go with
jeez.
Sotri.
That's actually a really good answer.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with disco.
It's included in the Sarah Palin dictionary.
Andrew had a typo in one of his songs. It's supposed to be story, but he wrote Sotri, and he just went with it. He just went with it, and that's how that word was born.
He doesn't back down from a fight.
He doesn't back down from mistakes.
I would
doesn't
admit
back down from a
spelling
typo.
mistake. Yes.
So what is, like, the definition of that?
Andrew?
What do you think it is?
Alyssa?
I don't know. It
Zubin?
kind of reminds me of poultry.
Poultry.
I always
Like-
imagine it as kind of like a soiree where people told stories. It was like a social gathering of some sort.
Yeah.
I picture like stitching for some reason.
A social gathering of poultry.
Poultry gathering.
That's why I thought it was sultry.
Sultry. How can you share sultry?
Well, Andrew's a weirdo. Jumping on board.
Calls him like he sees him.
Oh, man.
Sharing sultry.
How about we play another song? What song is the sultry song?
That's on the
That's
first
not-
record.
Yeah.
Oh,
6 second.
bummer.
It's up to you.
Pick a number 1
Should
through...
we do, should
How
we
about-
do him since we talked about it?
Sure.
Okay. That is track 7. Is there anything Well, we already talked about it, so I'm just going to play it. Here's Hymn for a Scarecrow by Telly Hull. And keep tweeting me questions to @FearlessRadio. These questions are really funny. And we'll be back.
And we're back.
Thank you for that. That was Hymn for a Scarecrow by Telly Hull. And I have a few more questions on Twitter, if you guys don't mind me asking you. Let's see. Shout out to the Moses Gun. They caught you at Jew Division a few years ago. Quite nice.
Jew Division?
Oh no, Jew Division. The street
Jew
festival
Division, oh, yeah.
in Chicago. Yeah,
That
it
was
was a
fun.
fun time. I like that.
I thought he said something else.
Jew Division?
Jew Division.
Judah.
Have you guys played Chicago before?
Jew Division.
Oh, yes, several times.
So
In fact, the last time we were here, we were at Lincoln Hall, which is where we're playing tonight, and it's a wonderful place. I think it's perhaps our favorite venue in the city.
And
I've
Shubas,
never
we've
been
played several
Shubas
times,
we've
and I
played
love
many times.
Shubas.
Also a
And
wonderful place.
They're both affiliated with one another.
With Don,
With Mike Shuba, I believe.
Daryl,
James?
Johnny.
I think it's Mike.
It's a Schuberman.
At first, I thought Don Shuba sounded right, but I think I was confused with Don Shula and his steakhouse.
Yeah.
Anyway, great.
It could be
Chicago,
Shuba, but
great
that's
Chicago
unlikely.
venues.
What's the
Awesome.
question?
If we had played Chicago before.
Love Chicago.
No, it was the
Do Division Street Festival. We played
Yeah,
that
they-
one summer.
That was just
Yeah.
a hello, we saw
We
you
saw
there.
you there.
yeah.
All right,
Cool.
well, hello.
More of a
Hi.
comment, but
We saw you as well.
What was the inspiration for the song "You and Me"? Max wants to know that one.
Well, we were writing songs about dualistic dichotomies and things that there were opposites united by, an ampersand or an and there's something about a relationship that's circular, and that was just a sort of, I don't know, mulling over that resulted in You and Me.
Cool.
Which relationship?
The relationship between me and a girl. A girl and I. Me. I'll stick with me since that's in the lyrics.
Chris wants to know what did not inspire Joe to write Hymn for a Scarecrow?
Was it not inspiring?
That's a good question.
that's a good question.
What didn't inspire
Long-winded
you?
answer here, probably.
Burger King. We're in the same wavelength.
He's not answer.
I don't think he has an answer, so I'm going to answer for him. Scarecrows did not inspire the song.
That's what you went with, really.
Seems like Joe's doubting that. I don't know. Let me try. I'll take a stab at this. The 1980s cartoon show HR Puffin Stuff. I don't think that's from the 1980s. All right. I guess I don't have
You
one.
don't have it
Zubin?
either. Zubin?
Utensils.
Utensils.
Plastic utensils.
Plastic utensils. And we nailed it. There's your answer right there, Johnny Morcus.
If you guys could be in any movie, which would it be?
Oh man, The Parent Trap.
Transformers 9. Parent Traps? That's pretty quick.
I love that movie when I was a kid.
Andrew's thought about that before, it seems.
But so you wish that you had a twin that you haven't met yet? Like that's what's going on right now?
I would have wanted to be in the Three Caballeros.
I don't know, but that movie just came to. I haven't thought about that movie in years, but it came to my head.
Parent Trap. I like
Well,
it.
he doesn't want to, he just wants to be in that movie.
Just a background guy, yeah.
Auxiliary character in the Parent Trap.
I want to actually be a trap that captures parents.
Bora, for this Bora log, you could take a picture of Andrew just waving and like put him in the background of the Parent Trap. Make his dreams come true.
I accept.
I'm
Okay.
an extra.
Just casually waving in the background of a scene. Do you mean, Andrew, let me ask you this. I think there was a remake in the 1990s. Do you mean the remake or the original?
It'd be nice to be in the new one, but the old one would be swell.
Okay.
He only wants to do one.
Okay.
It was very political.
Are you a fan of Lindsay Lohan?
Am I a fan of one? That's.
Do you?
It's a complex question.
I don't want to answer that on the air.
Really?
Okay. Are you a fan of Mary-Kate and Ashley?
Well, obviously.
Did you know that we
I have
wrote a
nothing
song
really
about
to
her?
say about that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He said he was going to talk about it.
You said you had a question about it. Well, I guess you did ask me a question about it. Are you a fan of American Ashley? Yes, I am.
That's cool. What have they been up to lately?
What?
What have they been up to lately?
You know,
I don't know.
I think they're gonna run for president one day.
As a team.
As a team.
They'll just keep rotating
Do you
between
like
who's
Mary-Kate
president
and
and who's
Ashley?
vice president.
Do you like Mary-Kate and Ashley in Full House or the Investigator show better?
Or the what?
Weren't they like spies or something?
Let's get
They were
serious
private
about that.
investigators.
Yeah.
What did they investigate?
Oh, all sorts of different crimes. Christmas crimes. They're usually themed. Christmas crimes. I remember there was a Christmas crime. It was all Christmas crimes, as I recall.
They're great movies, a series of wonderful movies too.
You talking about Dual Star Media?
Is that like a company?
That was their production company.
I know, but the
my
movies
little
had
sister
a-
used to mail order their videos. She
They had-
was a complete and utter MKNA super fan. She's the one that turned Andrew onto them.
No
Yeah.
less than 3
Absolutely.
montage segments in every movie. It's amazing.
Well, you can get a lot done in a montage.
You can accomplish so much.
Yeah.
I was gonna say they're obviously at their peak in Full House, but you have to respect their need for
It's been all downhill from there. Oh.
They peaked as essentially as newborns. That's probably the single worst place to peak. Is there a worse time to peak than as a newborn?
the day you die.
Actually, I saw
no,
one of them
well,
at a restaurant in New
my God,
York, and I
great.
was there with my mom, and my mom was trying to go over to the table and start singing our song to whichever one it was, and I had a very difficult time trying to like shuffle my mom and her friends
God.
out the
She
door
was-
before she
Wait,
embarrassed
she was just gonna
wait,
walk-
you had an opportunity to have them hear our song directly?
Not directly, it would have been my mom trying to sing
they
our
would have
song
known.
to
You
them,
would have had
or one of them.
A guarantee that they would have known about
You know,
the
all
song?
this time.
Yeah, if I wanted to disrupt whichever one's lunch it was,
been wondering,
it was a
all
classy
these years,
place. You can't do that.
We've
kind
been
of stuff.
wondering if they've heard the song since
these years.
Andrew wrote it, and it'd be nice to have some objective proof
Yeah.
that they've heard
I
it.
should have
they
gone up to
haven't,
the
you
table
know?
and said,
No, I've never heard.
"Excuse
I guess I
Yeah.
Could
Yeah,
you tell
Ross
me
had that
definitively?"
opportunity, but-
yeah,
Well, there's a special guest here today.
Guess who's in the studio?
Don't tease me like that.
Hi guys. It's me. Mary Kate and Ashley.
Oh my god.
Mary Kate, Nancy, Ashley.
Mary Kate and Ashley. That was the joke I was going for.
Should have stopped.
Should have stopped. Should have stopped.
Jefferson Plum wants to know, what's your inspiration for the lyrics in the song Makka Blocka?
Who asked that question?
Jefferson Plum.
Jeff J. Plum. JP.
Is that a real name?
That's a good question, JP.
Came from a real place for Ross, right?
Is that really his name?
They're not really. I don't know if I'd call them lyrics. They're just chicken clucking noises. But
Give us a quick taste.
there are some like common sort of hip hop phrases that I tried to translate into chicken speak.
It was a bonus song, so it wasn't included in the
give us
lyrics booklet.
Like an example might be.
Eric, does someone want to give a beat? To give you some
It's been a
beatboxing?
while since.
Putting everybody on the spot.
Yeah.
He just wanted to know what the symbolic qualities of the lyrics were, to be sure.
I think we should just give him a quick sample.
He knows
Can you
what the
just
song sounds like.
It was like group, party, fun, hip hop stuff.
Yeah, is that satisfy you, Jefferson Plum? How many questions are you gonna ask?
It's just stuff like that, just translated. That's all it is. Rolling down the street.
I hope to meet him one day.
What city is Jefferson Plum in? Perhaps he'll respond to
That was
that.
JP again?
No, I'm asking him questions now. It's time we turn the tables on this inquisitive chap.
It doesn't say, but he's got Beaker as his profile
There he is.
picture.
You got Beaker?
Yeah.
From
The
Doug?
Muppet.
Oh, that's someone else.
My sister has a dog named Beaker.
That's cute. What kind of dog is it?
That's all the information.
Scientists have a jar named Beaker.
It
Sorry.
just seemed like it was serendipitous. You know.
Mark wants to know, how How do some of Good and Evil songs tie with the concept of duality shown throughout the album?
Sounds like an essay question.
Yeah, it's a really long answer to that question.
I would like to know how.
You're getting farther and farther from the mic.
I would like to know.
I don't know. Never mind. I'm not going to speak on this question.
You want? I didn't mean to scare you.
Here sends his answer. That's they all are. So I don't really. That's just it's a hard question.
Should we skip it?
We'll come back. Pass.
Okay. All right. Good answer. Will you ever bring back the "Do Not Listen to Tally Hall" shirt?
I believe it was a "Don't not listen to Tally Hall."
Oh, was it?
Oh,
Yeah.
don't.
Well, we wouldn't have made shirts that said "Do not listen to Tally Hall." No.
Maybe we should have.
I looked at it fast. I'm sorry.
Oh, did the person get it right?
What?
Did the person get? Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, we will. Sure.
Have you?
No, we won't.
Oh, I mean, no, we won't.
Answer the question. Whatever. Next. Pass.
We have some,
Placate listeners.
we have some
Okay, yeah, whatever you say, boss. We'll bring it back. Sure.
Who's the best
Sure.
at everything?
Ross.
Yeah, probably Ross on that one.
Yeah, Ross.
I'll take it.
You gave away a ton of free trophies with your new album.
Well, they
How
weren't
much-
free.
Oh.
Well, no, but sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh wait, just kidding. Well, how much did
Not
those
really
things
sorry.
cost?
How much? Really the question?
Jefferson Plum's from the UK.
Is this another JP question?
So is somebody
No,
trying to
it's from
figure out
Matt.
what the profit
Oh, okay.
margin
No,
of our
Jefferson's
viewer
just
was?
filling us in. Jefferson.
Yeah, he's answering your question.
I see.
What does he
Thank
do?
you, Jefferson.
What does he do?
Well, yeah. What does he do?
While we're answering
What
his
does he
question,
do that he's free during the?
I hope it's solving
I'm trying to
crimes.
answer like 5 questions.
Is it 5 hours earlier in the UK right now? I'm trying to figure out.
I think it's 6 hours later. I
It's
think.
definitely later.
So 7 hours before never.
The trophies were handmade in Switzerland, and they were very expensive.
That's the only way to ensure that they're not on one side or the other.
Do you get free trophies at shows too, or no?
No, what happened was we offered. Jeez, I'm sorry. That's embarrassing.
He's not really sorry.
We offered.
It's all right.
We offered a pre-order to those anticipating the release of our album Good and Evil, which came out last month. And the first 500 people to place a pre-order received this deluxe package, which included a trophy. And the trophies were $1,000 a piece.
They were not made in Switzerland, though.
They were made
We
in-
don't know where they were made.
We're not neutral toward neutral countries.
They're made in Morocco.
Right.
That's again.
We're not sure. We're not sure, but we suspect they were made in Morocco.
They're made in a sweatshop in China.
Andrew likes the scientific method where he states his hypothesis first, and then
He's very empirical with trophy derivation science. TDS, as we say.
J Plum says.
All-star question, Esker. I gotta say.
Well, no, now he's answering our
He's
questions.
answering your questions. He says,
cool.
I'm not trying to say this word. I'm a pseudonym.
Pseudonym?
Okay.
And he says, it's 8 p.m. Being a pseudonym is a full-time job.
So his real name is something else.
So he just. But that's what
I
he
knew
is.
that wasn't a real name.
He is a pseudonym.
He is a pseudonym.
Oh,
Not he has
man.
a pseudonym.
He just
He
blew my
is a
mind.
pseudonym.
this interview is turning into a murder mystery.
Oh my gosh.
It was Professor Plum in England.
But 7 p.m.
Have any of you guys ever had sleep paralysis?
Paralysis?
Sleep paralysis?
Sleep paralysis. No.
I don't think so.
What exactly is sleep paralysis?
I'm not really sure.
I think it's where you wake up and you can't
It's
move.
the worst
right?
thing
Have you had it, Bora?
in the world. Yeah.
Bora, tell
you've
us.
had so many
Step up to the
horrible
mic and tell us
things.
about it.
He got
Yeah,
bed
why?
bugs, he told me the other day.
Yeah, why am I the only one with like bed related?
You got bed bugs?
And you have
Yeah, on
voice?
this, buddy.
What's up?
Well, when you're asleep, your brain sort of turns your body off, so you can actually be at rest to genuinely recuperate your body's parts. That was a weird word to say. But if you regain consciousness, but your brain has not returned function to the rest of your body, you can't move. But you're aware that you're lying in bed, frozen, and you can't take a deep breath. Like when you wake up, you inhale the day.
I've totally had that. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And when you wake up and you're aware of everything, but you can't move, it's horrifying.
It's terrible.
That sounds.
The end.
It's like you're half asleep, half awake.
Does it wear off gradually, or does it only? How long does it last?
Are you
It lasts, yeah.
Seems kind of
You're
like...
and I'm trying to like jump out of it, but I can't move.
So did you fall back asleep?
I can't because it's just so.
All right, forget it.
It's so distressing.
So how did you come out of it? Eventually, you just could move something.
It's just it's up. It's in the cards of life and poker.
When Link faces a mummy.
Yeah, only worse. 10 times worse.
Long distance relationship.
It can last for 5 seconds. It can last for 10 minutes. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, thank you for telling us.
That's kind
Back to you, Alyssa.
Okay, I have a bunch of questions. If you could be in a different time or era, which would it be? That one was asked by Chris.
The future would be exciting. The past would be probably exciting.
Now it's pretty great. Though.
Presents are awfully exciting. Disco. Era.
What are your favorite movie soundtracks?
Forrest Gump.
That is a really great soundtrack. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
You know, Aladdin.
That's a good one.
Alan
Yeah.
Menken's pretty good.
Yeah.
I remember really
More than
liking
pretty good.
Beavis and Butthead the movie soundtrack.
I like some of the Life Aquatic.
Aren't they bringing back
The Truman
Beavis
Show.
and Butthead or something?
Oh, really?
I
don't
think
know.
I might have heard that. I don't know if it's true or not.
I haven't heard that, but that would
3D.
be 3D.
Koi on a
Oh,
Scotsy.
probably.
That's a good one.
Matt wants to know, I'd like to buy a round of drinks, I'd like to buy a round of drinks when Tally Hall comes to Boston. What are your drinks of choice?
I don't think we've ever been asked that, ever. Very good question.
I couldn't tell if he was joking or being
Sounds a little bit
serious.
angry,
Yeah,
too.
I don't know.
Very good question.
I can tell if
I'm
you're serious or
a
not
Scotch
either.
guy.
Yeah?
Wow. A JW. Whack on the rocks.
I'm an Appletini man through and through.
I should go with a whiskey ginger of some type.
I like Appletinis, but virgin. Hold the rum. That's what I say. Is it rum in there?
Speaking of virgins, I'll take holy water.
Wow, second that. Is that okay?
That's a very good answer.
It's tough to find real bona fide holy water to give
Holy
us
water would
gifts.
be great.
Does anyone drink
Robbie-
holy water?
Not to drink
yet.
it.
What
But a friend of
happened?
mine gave as a wedding gift holy water in like a vial.
Did he chug
The
it?
fanciest presentation I'd ever seen.
chug.
I don't think the
You just wasted by drinking it.
Wasted? You get superpowers. That's how Superman got.
They kind of
Pour
waste
it
it by
up in his
dumping
head.
it and just dripping it on people, right? I don't know much about the
There's
subject.
a lot of power in that.
Next question.
David wants to know, or David says, please ask Bora if he could quote from his 15 seconds of Bora, Meaning of Life.
I believe that was
He wants me to scream.
Scream, yeah.
Really loudly.
We'll do it. Go, yeah, don't get.
Yeah.
Do you want? All right.
The guy asked.
That is
You
true.
have to do what people say all the time.
It's gonna be loud. He's gonna scream.
I can't do it for. I don't know if I can do it for that long. Maybe we should try.
Give it a shot.
Here, let me film. Let's film it.
Let's be good in slow motion.
Oh, man.
This is gonna be great radio. Also,
Okay, here's the timer.
Oh, you're gonna really.
We're gonna time it. Stopwatch.
I'll put my hand down when you're complete.
Don't scream into the mic, like, stand, like, back a little bit. So people
ready?
aren't...
3, 2, 1, go.
Very,
that's respectable.
very
scream, though.
close.
Great showing there, Bora.
Well,
Very
Bora.
close to 15 seconds.
Well, Bora, you're fired.
How long was it? How long was it?
That was 12.9 seconds.
Oh.
And you put your hand. I like that you put your hand down, even though he wasn't at 15 seconds yet. You gave him the "it's all over"
I just
signal.
wanted to do some type of
After he-
signal with my hand.
Well, you tried.
That was not a good try.
Serious question. Does the tempo gradually speed up in Fate of the Stars, or is it just clever drumming?
Yeah.
I'd say both.
Part 1 of Fate of the Stars has some slight gradual increases in tempo. I don't know, it's not like a consistent, it's by the same amount the entire time or anything. Unless, maybe it is. I don't know. You know what, our producer had a really cool way of doing the click track through a metronome. So sometimes he would sort of, on the fly, adjust tempos slightly versus sticking to it in a program. So Actually, I think all 5 of us don't really know because we were not in the control room when any of that was happening.
It was interesting to see how much emphasis the producer, Tony Hoffer, put on tempo.
The subtlest tempo differences.
We would spend days just...
Years.
They would spend days just tweaking things by the tiniest fraction of the tempo shift. It was very important to him, and perhaps that was wise.
Just to clarify, how much time do we spend again?
Days.
How is this record, like, I guess, different than your other one? I know you guys had, like, covers in the Mary-Kate and Ashley song. I can't remember the name of that one.
We had an album cover.
One of the albums is good and the other one's evil.
The first album is a lot more lighthearted than the second.
And
it just reflects different periods of our lives.
We had a strange time frame as a band where we were about between sort of like 19 and 21 when we were writing the first album, and then between 23 and 25 where we were writing the second album, maybe even later. So there was like a wide gap, 3 or 4 year gap between writing the first album and writing the second album. Actually, even more than that, 6 year gap. So they sound pretty different, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one was sort of just getting to college and
giddier,
on campus,
younger,
and discovering the start of your life, and the other was kind of the mid-20s, post-college, facing maybe a bit more of reality, I feel like.
And if Ross feels like that, that's what it is.
And you guys are selling this at your show tonight at Lincoln Hall.
Lincoln Hall tonight with 2 other great bands we should mention. Well, one great band and one great artist. Casey Shea is opening, and Speak is also opening.
What time is the show start?
Doors are at 8.
Doors are at 8, Lincoln Hall, and $250 a ticket.
I don't know if it's all ages.
It's not $250 a ticket.
It might only be 18 and up. I'm not positive. It could be all ages.
Lincoln Hall.
How much are tickets?
If you Google Lincoln Hall.
I'm sure Lincoln Hall's website has all sorts of great information.
If you're listening to this, you must be on the internet.
Use it. Well, I don't know. Someone tried to break that rule apparently earlier.
Person was a liar.
He was the internet, if I remember correctly.
Oh man. So yeah, you guys are playing Lincoln Hall tonight. Go to the Fearless Radio website, and because they're linked up, Tally Hall, and then you can check out like other dates on your Facebook, correct? Tally Hall.
Yeah.
Sure. Or our website, tallyhall.com, has our other dates as well.
Follow us at Tally Hall on Twitter.
We're verified. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
On Twitter?
Yeah, I don't know what that even means. I just see the check mark next to it.
It means you're real. It means you're legit.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I mean,
you know what it is? It's a very subjective stamp of approval given by Twitter, but it's very subjective. There's people that have hundreds of thousands of followers who aren't verified.
Do people have to apply for verification?
I don't know exactly how it works.
Verifying.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a little panel that's internal.
Well,
and
I actually know all about this.
Oh, do tell.
It's President Obama's full-time job.
That's all he does.
And the presidency?
Joe Biden.
Is he even verified on Twitter?
It's as simple as that. I should hope so, Ross. I should hope so.
One last question from Twitter.
This is first duty in office.
Matt wants to know, is You and Me going to be your next video, or do you have another track in mind?
We'll have to wait and see.
Alright.
Thank you for your curiosity, Matt, though.
Alright, well, thank you guys for coming to hang out today.
Thank you for having me.
Tally Hall, Tally Hall.
Yep.
At the Lincoln Hall. I got kind of confused for a second.
Yeah.
Come hang out early and buy the new record.
Cool.
And which song would you like to close with? I picked the first 2 songs, so I feel like you guys should pick the last one.
Let's close with Fate of the Stars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Totally. Someone brought it up. Might as well.
Track 14.
It's a long one.
Well, thank you guys again.
Track
And
14?
next time you're in Chicago, you should come back and visit.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, this is
All
a lot
right.
of fun.
Here's Fate of the Stars by Taylor Hall. And stay tuned because at 2 o'clock, it's actually 2:20 right now, but we have Call Us Kings coming up and then the Clutters at 3 o'clock. So stay tuned. Tweet us questions at Fearless Radio. Like I said before, here's Fate of the Stars by Taylor Hall, and you're listening to Fearless Radio's New Music Binge.